Oh, okay. I thought I clicked it. I almost did. I almost clicked it a little too prematurely, and I was gonna be very upset. Um, but I did it because if I click go live too early, like before OBS like fully sends that video feed, then it crashes or whatever. So that didn't happen. Hi, my name is Patrick. This is a hybrid fish. Welcome. That King of Swords is still at the bottom of the deck to the channel. Today I'm gonna be keeping it fairly short. I found the ring stand to my selenite ball, and I forgot about that. I had it on my watch for a minute while I was getting everything set up the day before yesterday. Yesterday was my rest day. I honestly wanted to like pull some Lenormands. Ooh, the Emperor. Is the King of Swords still here? Nope. The Emperor with New World Order. Interesting at the cut. So basically, we're gonna be getting like 2 cards for today. I'm gonna do an I Ching. Also, I wanted to grab this book again because I love it, and it should be fairly short today because I was live for like 4.5 hours on my Legacy channel, and I don't know why I thought it would be like an hour and a half max. Let's see. I'm feeling this right here. It looks like dialogue. Erla's a seamstress, his father said. She sews for the neighbors. They're well tailored, I'm sure, the minister said. Lyle's mother laughed. What is it you want to do with him? His father asked. We don't have a bad life, his mother said. I can see that, the minister assured her. I want to support what he's doing. Encouraged his. Wait, what? Oh, I want to support what he's doing. Encourage his carving. Give him a place to work. A real studio. Bring the right kind of attention to his creations. And that's where we're going to end it. So, somebody's a seamstress who makes clothes for all the neighbors. We can tell that they're well tailored. So, there's a community of creators, crafters, builders, craftsmen. That's what I said. Craftsmen, builders, creators. And a minister, Lyle, has caught the attention of our minister. Now, the only thing I know about Lyle is that he can apparently see the magic of the sea, because there was something talking about the mouthing, like beds of something with lilac lipped somethings, and like frogs that did something or something like that, right? Lyle can see the magic that no one else can see when they only saw the smoke rolling in over the waves and thought danger. So Lyle is a carver, and he's been recognized by the minister. And it seems like the minister, again, I haven't read the book, so I don't know if the minister is like shady, but it seemed like, Lyle kind of sort of got himself a good deal. Someone who wants to support him, give him a space that he can actually work in and bring the right kind of attention to him. So, in a community of creators, the Ten of Pentacles with the Archangel of Mysteries. Somebody may be about to be discovered, or has already been discovered, and may have caught some eyes. Now, not necessarily all that attention may be good, but okay. Alright, Page of Wands, the tale resumes every time I see you. Go ahead and give us this one message. Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, something very lucrative happening. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles that has the ability to elevate you out of whatever this sort of like lack space is. And I feel like you come out of the lack mentally before you come out of the lack physically. So again, it's like you've caught the attention of someone who can really, I don't know, give to you in a way. But I would say, like, just like Lyle's parents, it's like, he doesn't have a bad life here. And the minister was like, I know, but I want to do more. So make sure it's someone who's like, has your best interest at heart. And yeah, something that you love to do has the potential to really change your life. Because that's the Page of Wands, right? The Suit of Wands is all about passions. All right, that was interesting. So, to all the little lives out there, and then look, there's the star. There's the star at the cut. So, interesting. Don't lose yourself in the fame, you know. When you get big and famous, don't forget the people who got you there and the people who supported you. There's that World card again. This time with the Knight of Wands instead of with that Emperor. So, alright. That was interesting. Three of Pentacles with that Knight of Wands. Yeah, so definitely collaborative. Excuse me. Make sure their intentions are good, though. So, I want 2 cards for today. Please. Like a little general something or another. That was 1 card. That star. Okay. Alright, alright. So, let's see what else we got. 1 more card. Oh. Well, I was going to take these. Okay. So, this is going to be separate. 1 more card, please, for this star. I'll take the 10 of Pentacles, and then we will flip the rest. We'll note them. Oh, Ace of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, King of Wands, the Tower, the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So lots of good stuff here. I feel like there is a sort of element of something that you've been dreaming and hoping and wishing and waiting for, and doing some like putting in the work to get there, or the things that you can do within your power to get there. Ace of Cups is something really fulfilling. It's going to happen quick. Like lots is going to happen. Lots of stuff is going to happen quick, and it is a sort of, there is an element of competition here, but it seems like you're cut above the rest. So as long as you don't sort of lose yourself again, like don't get lost in all the fame and success. But it seems like you should be fine. Bottom of the deck is that 3 of Pentacles again, so it's something that you can work with, right? Like the minister said, I want to give him a studio and bring him the right kind of attention. And the thing about that 5 of Wands and all that other kind of sort of like, it was mostly good, but I mean, I guess we did have the King of Swords and the King of Wands both with that 5 of Wands maybe fighting for you or something. But I think that Ace of Cups was the most important, because as long as you are connected to yourself and your crew, you'll be good. So get that intuition up. And with the 7 of Pentacles, you'll have everything you need. So if someone is telling you to change yourself, or if someone is trying to sell you something, or completely just get you to, disregard whatever, that may not be the path. Always use your intuition, but that may not be it, because with that 7 of Pentacles, it's like you should already be in a good enough position to pretty much start, right? There may be a little bit of tweaking that needs to be done, but for the most part, with the Star and the 10 of Pentacles, like you should be good. The Star is the healer in the dynasty. So it could also be something generational. A generational chain that this is going to cut. Right? Some kind of generational ties that this is going to cut free for you. So we'll do the I Ching first, and then we'll read this. We'll do the I Ching last. Okay, we'll do the I Ching last. So the message from the stronghold of the unformed lands. The unformed lands is a land of like ideas, and so that is an excellent place to get discovered, because again, in the unformed lands, you can't see how exactly you're seeing. You may not know where this is coming from, but it's someone who knows you, who knows your craft, who knows your vision, and who can get a feel for who you are as a person. And again, if you're working with the right people, they wouldn't ask you to compromise yourself or your morals or your integrity to get this done, right? Making sure you get the right attention. Maybe the minister is spirit coming to you in some form, making sure you get the right attention and drawing the right people into your life. And you're going to have to use your discernment and check in with yourself when you interact with people to see kind of sort of what that feeling is. Now we have another page, the Page of Cups. Does she get her own message? Sure. Oh goodness, how many cards are gonna be on the table? Oh, snap. Okay, well, I ain't gonna complain about that Wheel of Fortune. So, the Page of Cups is bringing the Wheel of Fortune and Apocalypse. 20 and 10, 10 and 20. Really putting an end to those old cycles and coming into these new ones. But with this being the Judgment card instead of the World card, I think again there may be like a final obstacle, a final choice, a final decision that you have to make, and your emotions and your connection to spirit will guide you to the right choice. Because it's like with this apocalypse, it's like this is gonna put an end to everything. It's like the cycle isn't really complete until you walk out of it or until you start it. And you're worth it and you deserve it. Again, look at this. 1 second. If I can grab it. We see the Tree of Life, the 10 Pentacles on both of these cards. Love that. Okay. So the Page of Cups is, I think this is Spirit like telling you, well, I guess Dynasty and Apocalypse have shifted places, and I'm gonna keep it like that because in the Ten of Pentacles, it's night and day at the top. And with the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes it's depicted as like daytime on one side and nighttime on the other. I know that's how it is in the Wild Unknown. And so I'm going to actually keep this Ten of Pentacles down here with the Wheel of Fortune brought by Spirit, where this judgment happens up here now. So 2017, we go from 2010 to 2017, but now we have 1010 down here. And with this 1010, it implies completion in another area as well. So I guess 2017 could have been potentially 2017 could be a year for you that means something. In 2017, the nodes would have been in Leo and Aquarius because they moved into Capricorn and Cancer in 2018, and we're about to have this Aquarius full moon. So maybe that's the tie to this full moon. But again, so I guess if we talk about being discovered and you don't know necessarily why or how, or being with this messenger of the unseen lands, you could be, I don't want to say observed, but you got something good coming to you. Now, the next card is the Knight of Cups. Could be romantically linked. We got the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is waters and waves. I don't know too much about how she wrote the Knight of Cups in this deck, so we will read it. I do know, however, that the horse on the Knight of Cups is the twin horse to the Horse of Death, and also that it is the only unicorn in the deck. So through this transformation, it's like you've been evolving, growing, and transforming. And again, whoever it is watching has seen that evolution take place, that transformation, sees that you're one of a kind, and just like that minister knows that you are someone worthy of collaborating with, protecting, and investing in. So let's see. Let's see what this Knight of Cups got to say. Knight of Cups. Can y'all hear Chino barking? Oop, too far. The Scarlet Shield, Orbs, too far. Zephyrs, here we go. The Knight of Chalices, the Shining Dew. The Shining Dew is the movement of divine waters through the material realms. Here is an angelic virtue who appears as a pale horse called Morton. He is the twin of the horse in key 13. Of the four knights, the Shining Dew is the only unicorn, a legendary figure depicted as early as 3000 BC. In the Bronze Age, interestingly enough, I know bronzite, is a crystal, and I saw a picture of bronzite on a card one time, and it looked like it had a little white star on it. I don't know if everyone else saw it, but I was like, is that a little star? A star in the making, a star on the rise? The unicorn is a symbol of grace, pulchritude, and purity. Its horn will heal all wounds. I'm gonna zoom in a little so I can actually read this. Oh, too much. There we go. The Knight of Chalices is the spirit essence of all that materializes in the physical world as water. Every drop of water and dew on earth is his dominion. Call upon him to move divine waves through the realms. The medallion in the foreground features an alchemical glyph for water. Encircling the outer edge of the medallion are the words Dabo Pacem and Finibus Vestris. I will grant peace in the land, and Gladius non transibit terminus vestros. The sword shall not go through your lands. So I will grant peace in the land, and the sword shall not go through your lands. From Leviticus 26:6. 26:6 is a 32? 5? Interesting. Near the medallion is a chalice, indicating the elemental suit that this knight reigns over. The reference to the sword reminds the seeker that the element of water is connected to the element air, which rules the suit of swords through the quality of fluidity, and this is, again, brought by the messenger from the suit of air. And both of the pages, this page brought this page. Thoughts become things. You'll know it by how you feel it, or you'll feel it before it's there. You'll feel it coming, whatever it is. You won't see it coming. And again, that's the thing about the moon, right? The things that can't be seen but can be felt. Behind the shining dew appears a winding river that flows through the verdant lands from the mystic sea. Here is landscape reminiscent of both the Two of Chalices and the Five of Chalices. I think the mystic sea is the sea that this angel is pouring the water into. I'm pretty sure that's the mystic sea that she's pouring that other cup into, y'all. And so here we have the mystic sea behind this Knight of Cups. Also in this card is Capex Dei, capable of receiving God. Interesting. The shining dew marks the alchemizing of our soul nature, or the alchemical stage of albedo. Here is the quenching of thirst for the waters of life. Thus, the Knight of Chalices is a powerful card for creative transformation. There's that transformation, y'all. Oh, my AirPod's about to die. My peaceful meditations. No. When this card appears in a divinatory reading, Spirit is telling you to sublimate what is deep within your psyche into the material world as creative or artistic product. Allow your soul to be visible. This is Spirit reminding you that you are sacred, and to express divinity is to express who you truly are. The shining ones are prophetic of that which is intangible or in thought form only, about to alchemize and become tangible in materialized form. Here, the shining dew is elemental water that will immediately fuel a realized outcome in your life relating to your interpersonal relationships, personal spirituality, psychic development, or matters relating to family, past lives, or ancestors. The Knight of Chalices is the spirit personification of water. He is water in action and water manifested. The shining dew is an elemental deity and natural force who controls the rains and springs of water on land and can be called upon to bring forth elemental water. So, when he appears, when the shining dew appears in a divinatory reading also, the compendium of spirits is sending a message. Let the angel of the grail help control that element of water for the seeker. Sway the metaphysical forces in your favor and materialize success by bringing the metaphysical element of water into control. Thus, call upon the shining dew proactively with intention to help take more fluid action. So, there's a lot in there. I skipped a little bit. There's even more. Goodness. What is this? Okay, I'll read this part because I didn't. I'm curious about this. So, there are two qualities, two designated alchemical transmutational qualities associated with this. The first one is cold. It is decelerate, slow down movement, slow down the rate of increase. And quality two is fluidity, which is flow and conform to the shape of that which is around you. So honestly, what I got most out of that, especially at the part of bringing the element of water to whatever it is that you're doing, pour in like it, it's like it's divine to express yourself or something like that. Express who you truly are. So there is an element of creation here, and again, there was the sort of village of creators. Um, we talked about the seamstress who sews all of the neighbors' clothes, and they're well tailored even to the minister's standpoint or from his perspective. And I'm assuming the minister is like connected to a king or a royal or something. So for the minister to say that this is well tailored means something. For the minister to come for Lyle means something. For the minister to want to support Lyle and his art and to give him the space where he can create freely and to bring the right attention to him means something. And the right attention could be putting him in the space where he can really be seen by those folks who have the power to bring him that kind of sort of fame, right? Like that could also be the right attention. The right attention could also be, like not haters or people who would try to sabotage or take advantage of him. And again, I haven't read the book, so I don't know if the minister is shady or seedy. But for the purpose of this, I don't think he is. Like you got two messengers from the realm of water, which is connected to the realm of spirit. The last message we have is this Nine of Swords. I feel like a lot of your worries and concerns will be eased right now. And so, what's most important is for you to not be one of your worries right now, for you to not stand in your own way, and for you to not self sabotage. And I think it's so important to say this because Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, the Star, and with this apocalypse, it's like it's life changing. I feel like this is ending one life and beginning a new one. But it's like you don't even really fully get out of the old life before you start the new life. Because again, this isn't the world card. So we don't even have a clean ending before this wheel is already turning in the next direction. This is really rolling with the punches. And again, with this Nine of Swords, it could be it could really sort of play on your insecurities. Especially if you don't feel worthy or deserving of this. Just know that you are, and if you weren't, Spirit wouldn't be bringing it to you. Hello? So let's get into the I Ching. Also with Star and with the Healer and Apocalypse. Um, I feel like this is a direct result of the self-work and healing that you've been doing. It's like something about what you've been doing within your power has been fixing this wheel on the back end. And maybe you didn't even know it. But that's what it's been doing. So again, it's like it's like you've already healed all of this. So when it tries to come back, know that you already know how to take care of it. This is interesting. Something is really about to turn in like a huge way. Take it as it resonates. I know sometimes we can see stuff like this and get real excited, but I was already excited, so this for me personally is more confirmation than anything. Hopefully it is for you too. This is, girl, have we not seen this? Thunder Over the Lake. Thunder Over the Lake, and I'm pretty sure I've seen that recently. Here's Thunder. Here's Lake. Thunder Over the Lake is number 54, Marrying Maiden. Yeah. And Marrying Maiden was about the girl who's becoming, she went from side chick to wifey. I can't remember when that came out, but if you do, you may want to check that out again. The Marrying Maiden, Affection and Moderation. This is Guame or Guime. The family lineage continues. Children, fertility. Your endeavor expands as new and innovative ideas are implemented. Like the maiden engaged for marriage, plans have been implemented for a new chapter in your life path. And if you follow the proper rituals and procedures for the endeavor, then you will enjoy innovation and expansion. The marrying maiden is not the head wife. She is a concubine. Yet the concubine can ascend to the throne of the empress if she uses cleverness and cunning, exercised within the constructs of propriety. That is how you prevail. The undertaking is ominous but advantageous. And honestly, I'm getting like that undertaking is ominous but advantageous. This, when you've been in these really dark nights, not knowing what you're going to do, on the verge of just throwing all your progress away, but when you kept strong, this is your reward for all of this. I feel like this situation has already been judged, and that's why Apocalypse is here. And because you did the healing, again, like I said, when you were doing the healing in this situation, it was turning the wheel. You've already been selected as the concubine to ascend the throne. Instead, it's like maybe someone else had the upper hand in the situation, but your integrity, your diligence, your vigilance has been seen, noted, observed, and it will be rewarded. I do want to get one final card to clear this up, or to, like, as any final message. I usually don't when I do this, but I'm feeling it today. And again, there's that keeper. And maybe it's because you brought the element of water to all you did. There's the world. And since you brought that element of water, since you included spirit in some way, since you really dived into getting to know yourself and healing yourself, and when you heal yourself, really, that's what, like, it just automatically kind of sort of brings you closer to spirit in a way. There's that transformation with that new world order. Oh my gosh, the way your whole life is about to change, and it's all deserved. So again, I'm not super concerned about that Nine of Swords. I feel like the Page of Swords, the messenger of the unformed lands, was the one watching you in that Nine of Swords state. And when the Page of Swords saw how you were handling that Nine of Swords state, saw that you were actually doing like your healing, your growth, your work, she got the attention of the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is what brought the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles that was actually up here that you were healing towards. But again, whenever you get a 10, especially the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Cups, 10s involve interaction from the outside. Even the Ten of Wands is like you carrying other people's burdens. The Ten of Swords is like you kind of sort of, you know, other people sort of pushing you over the edge when you were already at that Nine of Swords state within yourself. So she got the Page of Swords, got the attention of the Page of Cups, who was the one actually bringing all of that you were sort of healing for, and bringing that world to making that world transform. And the Page of Cups escalated it up to the Knight of Cups, right? And the Knight of Cups is what really evaluates whether or not you've done what you need to do in order to get this fulfilled. I feel like the pages are like the watchers, they're like the scouts, right? And so again, it takes a page of that element to know. It takes the element to recognize that element. So that's why the Page of Swords was watching you in those Nine of Swords moments. And then the Page of Swords got the Page of Cups when you started to do that real healing and get involved and in tune and in touch and grow with spirit and yourself. That's when the Page of Cups came. Got the Knight of Swords involved. Now the Kings and the Queens of Swords, like, they kind of sort of do their own thing. So I think it's the Pages and the Knights that really look at talent, right? And so the page got the attention of the knight. The knight observed you, found you worthy, and then that's why the page of the Knight of Cups was looking back at the Page of Cups. Like, go ahead and send it to him. And so the minister, the messenger, is now coming to you through means of something else. And again, it's something that you deserve. You've already, like, you worked this hard to get it. I don't know why you wouldn't accept it. Well, I do know why. I know a few reasons why you wouldn't, but don't let that stop you from your happiness. One final card, please. There we go. Oof, Tower. It's like I said, it's going to completely change that world. It really is. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. Is this Tower in reverse then? Yeah, this Tower is in reverse. The King of Wands is behind the Tower, by the way. I feel like with the Tower in reverse, like I said, when you were going through those Nine of Swords moments, you were being observed, you were being watched. Now, the thing about the Tower is, especially in this deck, it is a symbol of removing corruption and purifying the self, because that's what the Axe of Shiva does. And so maybe you were tempted with many things in the past. It's connected to the Seven of Cups corruptor. But you decided to stay strong and to not distract yourself anymore. Because I feel like that's what that Nine of Swords is. It's like when you're distracting yourself in the daytime from everything that you know you need to be doing, but you're staying up at night. When everything comes to you at night, and that's where you were watching and observe. And so you've been doing some work, and you've been taking care of that stuff, and you, like, that doesn't go unnoticed. And with the magnitude and quality of work that you've been doing, I guess, like, it doesn't go unrewarded either. That Four of Cups. This is what Spirit has been waiting to sort of offer you. And again, you can see, if we look at it a certain way, this could be a monk that was abstaining from those 3 cups that were previously offered and continuing to work on himself to get that 4th. It reminds me of, is it Maya Angelou, or who is it? It's like, what happens to a dream? No, that's Langston Hughes, I'm pretty sure. What happens to a dream deferred? So let me actually look this up, and I'll read it real quick. I'm like 95% sure it's Langston Hughes, but I'm also 100% open to being wrong. Montage of a Dream Deferred, book by Langston Hughes. It's a whole book? Montage of a Dream Deferred, sometimes called Harlem, is a book-length poem suite published by Langston Hughes in 1951. Its jazz poetry style focuses on descriptions of Harlem and its mostly African-American inhabitants. So, girl, a book-length poem, not necessarily getting into all that, but I guess the question, we'll soon find out. I guess that's it. We'll soon find out what happens to a dream deferred, because the Star card came out, Apocalypse came out, and I feel like that's a good Apocalypse. Again, the healing that you were doing over here was being noticed, and it was moving things in multiple areas while you were doing it. And that's, again, I think it's going to be a really good tower. And it's going to put a lot of your worries and fears and anxieties and worries into perspective. And I don't have any personal experience to tell you how to navigate. I guess my music died right at the end of this. I don't have any personal experience to tell you how to navigate this, because, it's about to turn for me too. So, but I would say, like, stay connected to your heart and never lose sight of who you are. Don't allow yourself to get swallowed by stuff and success. Stay true to you, because you are the thing being sought out right now. And you may not even know who you are in your fullness. But whoever's been observing, whoever's been watching, whoever's coming in to improve things, to change your life, to work with you, to build with you, to honor and respect you, and to give you creative reign and the attention that you deserve, like really deserve, and to expose you to even like to get the right attention to like make you shine even more, you'll sort of discover who it is. Just stay true to you, I guess, and enjoy. If this resonates, we'll see. Ooh, I was trying to breathe and swallow saliva at the same time. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I feel like that means I say no more. Stay true to you. You know, whatever you did to get this far, keep doing it. Don't lose yourself just because excuse me, a major wheel turns and you get so much abundance that it completely changes your life. Maybe even seemingly overnight. Maybe not overnight, but maybe overnight, girl. It's like enjoy yourself, but don't overindulge. But you deserved it. You've earned it, and you deserve it.